Say it again.
Alright. Old Apartment is Barenaked Lady's best song because it is the most heartfelt. You can feel the moment of him writing it. You can see that this apartment was the house of a terrible tragedy, and that the man writing and singing this song was there in his apartment writing this song, whether he wrote it down there or just that's where it hit him. You know, this song happened in that apartment in that song. And that's what good music is. That's when it like cuts open the artist and peels them open. I can't even remember what song it is. I think it's like Melissa Etheridge or something.
Oh, I love Melissa Etheridge.
But you
Come to my window?
No, the one where I don't think it's her. I'm actually pretty sure it's not. With the hourglass you can't turn over. Time's like an hourglass glued to the table.
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
It's like I think
I'm so tired.
Like 3 a.m. or something.
What time is it?
But there's a lyric that says, "These are my diary pages screaming out loud."
Yeah, I like that song too.
That's good music.
I have that song.
That's good music. These are my diary pages screaming out loud.
That's a good song.
Yeah. Annie DeFranco has.
Oh, what about that? That reminds me of that one song. "Killing Me Softly."
Yeah, "Killing Me Softly" was an acid trip.
Really?
Yeah, I promise. It was written right at the like birth and dawn of LSD. And okay, so she's like, everybody told me it was a good time. It was a really good show. Right? It was fun, a lot of fun, like a lot of flavor, right? And let's see. But when I went there, it was like he was playing my words with his fingers. One thing that LSD does is creates a mirror of the world. No matter where you look, there you are. Always, forever, over and over and over again, like ad nauseum, ad infinitum, forever, right? I mean, like, to the point where it becomes truly uncomfortable if there are things that you don't want to look at. That's what a bad trip is.
I've heard of bad trips.
Yeah. But if you can maintain a peaceful center and you're relatively
That's
happy,
what I've heard too.
The mirror is nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah, I mean it's okay. So he's killing me softly with his words, and it is. It's like dying. Every little bit that you see outside isn't in you anymore. Right? Like, okay, so it happened to me smoking pot once, right? And it was profound. I was listening to Mike McKenna give a like a 6-hour speech on organic chemistry concerning DMT in the human mind. Yes. Terrence McKenna's little
This is
brother.
above my head, but
your mom might like it.
Okay. It sounds kind of familiar.
Okay, I mean, look a couple of things up maybe. I don't know, but anyway.
I've learned so much from you.
So I went outside and was hanging out with this guy, like smoking his pot. He does pirate radio in Tennessee, and Paul Lafley was his friend. He brought Paul Lafley there. You should look up Paul Lafley. Oh my God, he draws some fucking real. I mean, like, he draws truth. What he draws is true, and it's profound.
I like his name. That's funny.
Paul Lafley. Hey. Good morning. Anyway, I come back inside, and I had somebody describe an experience I felt was unique. Up until that moment, I believed it had been, generated from within and couldn't be replicated or explained, and somebody said it almost verbatim, like my experience. I was like, oh my God. And the rest of the speech, I don't hear any of it. I can only see the room, and every person I look at is part of me, right? They're like the paragon of that feature of me. Right? There's a Douglas Adams, Douglas Adams writes The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I've heard that.
In one of the later
Oh yeah,
books.
I've seen the movie, I think.
In one of the later books. Okay, so you remember the whale and the bowl of petunias?
Oh, I barely remember
Right.
that.
So they jump in, and the only thing that changed was suddenly there was brought into existence a whale and a bowl of petunias. And it describes the whale's thoughts as it hits the ground, and then it says the only thing the bowl of petunias thought was, not again. If we understood why the bowl of petunias said that, we'd know a great deal more about our galaxy. A profound piece of philosophy there, because in the book, it's attached to
Yeah.
it's attached to the idea of a statue of hate, like a cathedral of hate. And it was a monument to him, and every flaw was embellished to the most embarrassing degree. Like somebody put in Michelangelo, David kind of effort into making him look like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like every wart on his face, every pore, like the shabbiness of his robe that he was wearing at that moment, like everything that was wrong with him at that moment was displayed in this, 300-foot statue of perfect vision and clarity. And that's what it was like. But every part of me was there in that room, and I started to play with it. Like I wanted to dance, right? Like I just had this sudden urge to dance. And like right as I stood to fulfill this urge, I saw someone start to dance. It just sucked all of the necessity of it out. Like it just didn't matter anymore. Like, oh well, if someone's dancing, that's enough. Like the dancing's happening, and I was like, well, I'd like to dance with someone. And then maybe a full second later, the couple in front of me started to kind of dance, like, oh no. And I tried to start thinking of thoughts and things, and the moment I thought of it, I saw it in the room in another individual, and it just it was the first moment when I lost gender identity. Like I no longer associated with being male. Like I was equally male and female, and I saw the female parts of myself in the room, and that's what they were. They were the female parts of me, and they weren't separate. Like I was looking at myself, and I was female. I was like, it was like revelatory, profound. I mean, it was like the most religious experience of my life up until that point.
I think I can't even remember now, but it feels like I've almost felt that way before too.
I think it happens to us every time we sleep. One time, it happened to me without any substance at all. You're amazed it was religion. It was a cult. And they're called the 7 tribes, or the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes. They make yerba mate. It's fantastic yerba mate. I mean, they really love you. Like Jesus would want them to. I mean, that's a tall order. Like, he said, love everybody like they were you. Like they were you, period, the end. Like everything you wish for, you give to someone. Everything. That's what he was saying,
These are the 12 something?
Yeah, the 12 tribes. They're like proto-Christians. They're like
How did you find out about these guys?
Christ. They had a coffee shop in the town that I spent the first 5 years, a town of 400 people, no joke, where I spent the first 4 years of my life. I went back to visit old family, and I found their coffee shop. And they're national, international. They're an international.
What do you mean the first 4 years? When did you live there?
Between the ages of 1 and 4.
That's when you lived there?
Yeah, and then I went back when I was 21 or 22 just to visit family. And I went to this coffee shop and I ran into them and they invited me. I went and they had beds, they had bunks, and on the bunks they had trays already made up, mangoes and apples, a banana, a muffin, and a carton of milk. Just right there, for anybody who showed up that day. Anybody, period, the end. Anybody could have walked up to that house. They'd be like, oh, here's your bunk, and here, have this. And they love you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. But
oh, where is this at?
But it's a commitment. And that's what makes it creepy and a cult.
Where is this at?
Everywhere.
Where? What?
12 tribes.
Okay, where were you born?
Missouri.
Okay.
This one was in,
right.
I think, Wablo, Missouri. Yeah, Wablo, Missouri.
Interesting.
County. Anyway, Yeah, no, they're all over though. Colorado Springs, they're really heavy. They've got a huge shop and like production factory. They've got this really old like pirate ship
do you know
that they've kept and restored, and it's like a big
Hey.
pirate ship. Yeah.
Where's your mom and dad?
In Missouri.
Did they know you?
I don't know, as well as they can, I think, which is unfortunate. Yeah.
Do you talk to them sometimes though?
Sometimes, yeah.
Alright.
They usually just blink at me. I mean, they love me and they
Yeah.
they're in awe, but they just don't
There's
get it.
curtains.
They just don't get it. I
Yeah.
mean, and parents just don't understand. We'll
Yeah.
don't get it. Anyway,
Yeah. Except my mom. She's a pretty good parent.
that's good. No, that's good.
My dad, oh, I wish I brought my mom.
Observant.
Yeah.
Observant.
My dad is actually the same thing as Alex.
That's funny. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, like, no, I mean, like, really, I thought that, I was like, oh, he's probably, and I said the letters that you said, I couldn't even remember what it was, but I saw, like, Alex, like, the picture you painted of him superimposed over your father, this new horrible life. I was like, oh, no. I was like, oh. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like, I'm sitting outside his hotel room door with his young daughter, I'm like,
Okay, wait. Ellen! Or Oprah! Ellen! Okay, listen. Listen up now. You gotta bring him on. I'm sorry if I'm the first person, but he's awesome. Okay?